Good evening and welcome to another edition of HGP Sport. For today, I'm Jaden Samuels. Thanks for joining us. Before we begin the cast, happy Pagwa to all Guyanese watching us here and online. Let us tell you that the Guyana Cricket Board hosted a dinner and a presentation to honor the Guyana Jaguars for the 5th consecutive win of the regional 4-day tournament Wednesday evening. Stanford Howard was there and filed this report.
It was an auspicious occasion on Wednesday evening as the Guyana Jaguars, who have now broke records by winning their 5th regional title in a row, were honored. Former Jaguars coach, now West Indies coach Easton Crandon, along with players and cricket pundits, were all in attendance. The presentation is normally held after the 10th round of competition, but due to stiff competition this year, the Jaguars had to wait on the final 4 teams to complete their round to be awarded the title. Deputy Director of Sport, Melissa Durridge, in her remarks, said there is one word they could harmonize around, that is, consecutive, as she acknowledged the competitions and their competitors, noting that it enhances the accomplishment of Guyana Jaguars.
The accomplishment is also important because it serves to teach others what is required to be successful on the cricket pitch, in sports, and in life. The accomplishment is important because it can inspire one Guyanese, one male or one female, to make the right decision when faced with a challenge. This is the power of sports, the ability to inspire and to motivate. This experience tonight is a celebration for the Guyana Jaguars. It's a celebration for Guyana as a nation.
She added that sportsmen and women are role models and are expected to be inspirational, motivational, and a good example. She said the composition of the Guyana Jaguar team is a representation of a role model. Skipper Leon Johnson reflected on pre-2014 Jaguars team and noted that since this creation of the PCL, the results have shown for itself towards the team.
Years in a row, and at that time, 4 years ago, I didn't envision that this evening I would be here, obviously collecting the trophy for the 5th time. But it shows with hard work and determination. I think Chairman of Selectors would have mentioned that Guyana is a very disciplined unit. So with the hard work and determination and discipline, it shows that we could achieve history. Basically, Jamaica would have done it before. And it's good to be on the good side of history in regional first class cricket in Guyana. We've seen a little history, as Mrs. Sanasi mentioned earlier, a little history in regional first class cricket last week. So, that wasn't good for the game, but it's good to be on the good side of that.
The tournament was won by an all-round performance of every player, from the batting by Anthony Bramble, who made 580 runs, 542 runs by Tanjanoing Chanchapal, and 480 by skipper Leon Johnson, and the outstanding bowling by Versami Palmal with 42 scalps, and medium pacer Romario Shepherd with 37. For HGP Sport, I am Stanford Howard.
More cricket news. With the West Indies Cricket Board elections at the weekend, is it going to be Dave Cameron again, or will it be Ricky Skerritt? Well, this will be decided on Sunday in Jamaica. The winner will need 7 votes, and Guyana will be voting for Dave Cameron. The details in this report. While many are calling for fresh blood at the management of West Indies cricket, some still believe in the Dave Cameron-led administration. With 7 being the winning number for either side, Guyana Cricket Board, because of its success over the recent years, will be voting for Dave Cameron regardless of all the mishaps under his watch. Sanctioning this vote and explaining why was Dr. Shivnarayan Chandapal, speaking at a reception held for 5 times champions, the Guyana Jaguars, at the Grand Coastal Hotel on Wednesday evening.
My reason is simple. Over the past 5 years, with the introduction of franchise system, cricket in the Caribbean has seen quite an improvement. Mr. Cameron, despite many challenges, has been able to stabilize West Indies cricket, and he deserves a chance to continue to contribute to our growth and development in the region.
Chanderpaul made comparisons from his era and what is available to our players today, reiterating that much more are available now to the players, and this was not the case when he played for Guyana.
I've been here with this team. I've seen these guys work. I've known what the board have done, our board, all the things that they have put in place for the players. And I remember as a kid coming up, playing for Guyana, we never had too much in place. We never had contract. We never had anything. I had to find my own money from the country to get down to Georgetown. Sometimes I had to stay with people in Georgetown because I couldn't afford to get back home, or at that time I couldn't get transportation to get back home. But with what the guys have now, they have to be thankful. They have to be happy. Cherish what you got. You know what you have right now. The board is doing everything in their power. They have done a lot. The result is showing for it, and we should be happy that they are there to support us and give us whatever we need.
12 votes will be contested in Sunday's elections, with either side needing 7 for victory. Jaden Samuels, Hgp Sport. Let's turn our attention to some cycling news. The 6th annual Star Party Rentals 11-race cycling meet is set for Sunday. Details in this report.
For the 6th consecutive year, former national cricketer Lennox Kush, through his company Star Party Rentals, will sponsor its 11th race cycling meet at the inner circuit of the National Park on Saturday. It's being organized by the national cycling coach and stalwart Hassan Mohammed. At 900 hours, the creme de la creme of the country's cyclists will assemble to do battle in their respective categories. However, this year a new champion will be crowned, as Eastman is currently in the USA racing on that country's circuit. This year's featured 35 schoolboys and invitational race was captured by Hassan Eastman in a time of 1 hour, 17 minutes and 20 seconds. Turan Gambaban was the winner in the BMX boys and girls 12 to 14 years last year, while Gerard Barrington copped the BMX boys 6 to 9 years event. John Niles was victorious in the BMX 9011 event, with Adel Hodge being the top cyclist in the juveniles category. In the veterans under 50 category, usual suspect Junior Niles will be defending his title, while Ian Jackson was last year's veterans over 50 winner. For Hgp Sport, I am Stanford Howard.
And finally, in sport this evening, all is set for the Yellow Affair on the west side. The Golden Jaguars play Belize, who are already here this Saturday at the synthetic track Lenora. Football fans are asked to come out and support the local side, since there is more than just the qualification to play for. If Guyana is to prevail over the fired-up Belize lineup, it will pave the way for new beginnings in local football. It is against this backdrop that coach Michael Johnson reiterated that support for the local side is important, not just for the Gold Cup qualification, but for football development across the board.
Your country needs you. This is a pivotal moment for the country. We are 90 minutes away from qualification, and that means so much for the country, not just in terms of football, in terms of presence, in terms of players potentially getting contracts overseas. You talk about the youth motivational and inspirational stories, the ability to develop grassroots, the funds that are coming in from the marketing side of the campaign, and just to see the players play on the top level of world football. So this is a massive game, and for the country itself to come out and celebrate this wonderful opportunity that we've got to qualify for the Gold Cup.
As it relates to Guyana's readiness for this fixture, Coach Johnson believes the players in the squad are capable of bringing the bacon home.
You can speak to the players, to find them in a good spirit, good mood. Team spirit, the team bonding in the camp has been magnificent, so looking forward to seeing training sessions today. But some of these players have played at top level of the game, so there'll be no problems handling the magnitude of the game, as you call it.
Meantime, the Guyana Football Federation and the Guyana Minibus Union has teamed up to ensure persons desirous of coming to the game on Saturday arrive at the venue and return to their destination safely by arranging a shuttle service for patrons. The return fare for persons traveling from Georgetown is $1,200 per person, and from Ansgrove, Victoria, Golden Grove, Bachelor's Adventure, Buxton, Bedford and Pleasance, $1,500. As it relates to the East Bank, the return fare for persons traveling from Soesdijk Land of Canaan, Garden of Eden, Friendship, Grove Diamond, Mocha Road Head, Red Road, and the Demerara Harbour Bridge is $1,500. First pickup from Georgetown will be at 16 hours, with the second pickup set for 17 hours, while the East Bank pickups will be 15:30 hours and 16:30 hours. At the East Coast, 15:30 and 16 hours 30. Jaden Samuels, HGP Sport. That concludes our cast for this evening. On behalf of the news and technical teams, I'm Jaden Samuels, reminding you to say yes to life, yes to sport, and no to drugs. Good night.